Hey everyone, Gizmo here again, and this is the guide to the Stormfront Catacombs. This is another beginning dungeon that you find right off in the beginning of the game. And I just wanted to bring your attention that you can actually talk to this sign here, and it actually kind of shows you in a general direction of where that's going to be. And it's just going to be pointing up that way. So we'll go ahead and speed the video up till we get to that point. As always, make sure you get the Lost Grace here. Everywhere you see them, just make sure you get them. You don't have to rest, but I chose to rest here just to refresh all my flasks here. And this is where it's located on the map. When you have the map, you can see it right there. So you can go ahead and talk to this ghost, and it gives you a little bit of lore about what's going on here. In this first room right ahead of you, you're going to have these two stone gargoyle type mobs that you have to fight. Now these things can do bleed damage on you. That red icon bar that was filling up was bleed damage. If I get enough of that on me, I'm going to take massive damage. This is something that you can also do to other enemies with different weapons. Some of these mobs will actually throw things at you as well, so you have to be a little aware of that. But once you clear those two, you can get the items there that you wanted, and you can head on down. Now that door is something that we have to get opened. That leads to the boss. Grab the grave clovewort there. Go ahead and activate the summoning pool here if you want to do some online functioning here. And now you have a stone statue right up there, and then another one over in the corner there that are going to come down if you kind of just bait them down. Go ahead and dispatch of them as you can. Go ahead and grab all the supplies that you see down here if you want. Do a little exploring. Nothing else really in this room. And go ahead and go on down to this side. Now that message said that there was kind of a trap ahead maybe. Now there's another storm gargoyle right up ahead there. So you want to just kind of wait for him to come on down. Dispatch of him. And now you're going to have these fires that are coming at you. You're going to have to time your running and go all the way down. Get into a spot there, time it again, go all the way down. To disable this, just hit it. Bonk it with whatever, and it goes down and is disabled. Go ahead and get the prattling pate that says hello if you use it. It's kind of nice for online play. Same thing, gotta go, try to get through the fire. I missed it on this one. If you don't get past it, you're going to probably die if you don't have enough health. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward on the next part of the video to show you to get past all the way through to that section. So if you happen to die, just go ahead and make sure to get that runes symbol that you dropped. Now here we go with tent number 2. That worked. Now it's at the other one, there was something behind it. So we're going to go, I'm going to take a little cautious here and go to that next alcove there. And, just tap it again. And now we don't have to worry about the fire. Now there are quite a few stone golem goblin deals here. So I'm going to kind of try to lure them out one-on-one, make it a little easier. Because if I go rush in, they're all going to come gang up on me, and then we got a problem. Try to go for the ones that are on the wall first that you can see, lure them out, and take them out one by one. Easy peasy. Here's the next one. Drops it down. He goes, what the hell? Why'd you do that, man? I was just working out here. So there's 2 that are facing right there like you can see. Then there's actually another one up on top over on the left side. Go ahead and hit him. He'll come aggro over towards you and dispatch of him with extreme prejudice. There you go. Now just take care of these one by one. Try to be aware of what's happening with the other one. He might aggro or wake up. I got lucky with this. These can drop forked hatchets. These are weapons that can cause bleed damage. They also can drop a mask or a headpiece, depending on which golem it is. I didn't get any of those. Go ahead and grab all the supplies that are listed out there, and go ahead and climb this ladder to go up on top. Now we're on top. There's a golem right here. As soon as you get off that ladder, go ahead and beat him down. Then there's another golem that woke up because you were beating on his friend on the other side. Take care of him. Now there's a great little item that you can get over here down this room. There's going to be 2 golems. One is already active and he's throwing things at you. Try to lure him out. If you're confident in your abilities, you can just go in and try to wail on him and see what you're doing. But this is basically a fresh character, so I didn't have all the stats and weapon upgrades to feel confident in doing it. Go ahead and take care of this one. And then the next one is going to be right on the right here. Dispatch of him. You're going to have another upgrade item right here, the Grave Clovewort. And then you're going to get the Wandering Noble Ashes. Now, this is not the greatest ashes by any means, but it's something else to have. Now you're going to want to drop down here. And this is where those 2 golems were up in the beginning when you came in this room. There's one more over here on the wall. Dispatch of him. Then activate this switch. This switch opens the door. So now you can go all the way back on the other side of this room, up those stairs. You'll be able to go through that door and face the boss. Now once you get back up in this room, if you have some of the multiplayer items up and going, you might see some summon signs in this area. And go ahead and just summon somebody if you want to. Or if you have the summoning bell for the ashes, you can go ahead and summon something that you have appropriate for this as well. But once you get in here, you'll be fighting the Urgery Burial Watchdog. Now this is a kind of a tricky fight, especially for new players. They do a lot of physical damage here. And he's got a lot of just kind of crazy attacks. But he also does a flamethrower out of his mouth, which you don't want to get caught with that. I was in a wrong position, so I couldn't circle around his body, so I just ran away. But luckily, I started this class with a good shield that blocks physical damage as long as I have the stamina up. So I was just blocking a lot of the attacks and just kind of whittling away as I could. Doing heavy R2 attacks can stagger this monster, and once you see that in this video, you'll see where the you go to get the actual stagger damage onto him. It'll be a big red kind of orange glowing mark on his chest. Also, don't be afraid to do some heals. If you need to get away from the boss and put some heals up, do it. Rather be safe and healed than not being healed at all and die to the next hit. So, here we go. Got him past halfway. So this is another attack. If you're behind him, he can turn his head around and then do that tail slam. Now that is the stagger that I was talking about. Saw how that center of his torso there glue? So once you get him staggered, you just got to do an R1 attack into that and you'll get that stagger. But, you know, just keep at it, and once you get him down, your reward is the Noble Sorcerer Ashes. Sure hope this has helped you out with your journeys. Please smash that subscribe button and stay tuned for future content. See ya!